Welcome back on the channel, guys. This is George Raw, once again back here with one of my video reviews, 365 days of quarantine video reviews. Today it's for the Arkham Knight Batgirl from Prime 1 Studio. Another fantastic statue of the Arkham Knight line. She was boxed up for quite a while now, and I'm so happy to finally put her out of the box again and provide you with this video review today, so I can myself also enjoy her again in her full beauty. So as you know, the Arkham Knight, or the Arkham line in general, is one of the most fantastic lines that Prime 1 ever produced. I don't know exactly how many statues were released in this line, but it were definitely more than 25, maybe something like 30. Almost all the main characters of the game have been released up to now. The only one missing still for release, but already available for PO, is Poison Ivy, and I really hope she will be a success, because then Prime 1 may reconsider, especially if a new Arkham game is announced hopefully soon, this year, probably in June 2020. I've heard there will be some announcement, and then we might get Riddler and Penguin and maybe Ra's al Ghul even in this line to finish it up. That would be my dream, really, to be able to finish this line with all the characters, to have all the main villains here surrounding Batman. So she's obviously no villain, she's part of the Bat family. Barbara Gordon, here in her Batgirl outfit, as she was seen in the Arkham Knight game. It was a additional content, downloadable content, and she got a really nice storyline there in the game. And well, here she is, guys. Let's start off with the detailed review, as always with the base. Pretty standard Arkham Knight Arkham line base. This is the rooftop design with the kind of black gray stone colors. Pretty nice detail overall, as you can see. Also here on the surface you see all these nice cracks in there. This is not the design that was used the most, which is either this triangular design that has which is there with bases of Batman, for example, at the Arkham Knight. Nor it is the one where it has two statues on front, these really small bases like Two-Face and Harley Quinn, Scarecrow and others. But this is kind of a corner base, and that's also how this was meant. So the Batman and Robin and other figures, they have center bases, and this is kind of a corner base. And as you see, she's kind of leaning over here over her leg, so she's substantially smaller in size, as in height. Not the figure itself, but the height is substantially smaller than the other figures, so she's meant to be really connected to the other bases here, and being a corner piece of the collection. That's at least the concept here of this base. So this little guy here is a downward looking hanging bat. That's a separate piece that you just place in there with a peg, looking really good. And then you have this gargoyle, kind of a bat gargoyle here, looking really good. Very nice details to it, like this large ear. And then you've got the Batman logo here on this side. And that's pretty much it. So Batgirl is standing here on the lower surface here at the back of the base with one leg, and the other one is standing right on top of this gargoyle here. So Batgirl's boots, they are very matte painted, with really nice colors. Paint app is phenomenal. Details are very well done as well. Really like this color they used here. Got the designs here of the boots, look a little bit like a bat as well. You can see the details of the boots here, all the wrinkles, looking really good. So she's kind of a Captain Morgan pose, but a little bit hunched over, as I said. Looking really nice. So the details of the suit are phenomenal as well. Really true to the game. You've got these different textures and layers here. The suit is pretty much black. There's not much shading in there, but you have all these little highlight areas here and there. The stitches are great. Some little folds here and there. Looking really good. Let me show you the back side. Looking equally fantastic. And what I really like is her belt. It's a really cool design. These single elements here, and then of course the bat in the front. All in this golden color, really matte, looking really good. So that's pretty awesome. That's one of her hand options here for the left arm. This one is just hanging down more or less loose, very relaxed. I really like the details here on the hands and the arms. This is really perfectly painted, no bleeding or nothing. All very matte, as I said. The only thing that is really popping is the cape here, the inside of the cape, which is very bright gold and shiny. I like these gauntlets with the blades, fins here, very sharp. And then her upper body is a bit twisted, as you can see. Let me get up here. And then you've got the nice abdominal area. You've got more stitches here in gold. Looking really good. See a bit more on that. And then you've got these different textures and layers. And then the bat emblem here on the chest is again very nice gold color, but also pretty matte. The black areas are a bit more shiny. And of course then you have the nice stitches here on top again. Both arms are removable. You have several options. I will show you them in a second. This is the one here where she's holding the grappling hook. The grappling hook is very similar to the one of the Arkham Knight Batman. Pretty large weapon here for this little girl. But looking awesome. This arm is of course equally amazing as the other. Before we come to the portrait, let's talk about the cape for a second. It's a pretty standard Arkham Knight style cape. Just one layer here of black plastic leather, looking really good. Looks pretty much like real leather. Very posable, very nice. So you can fold it however you like. I have it flowing in the wind a little bit. Just played around with it for a minute or so. So this is definitely something that you can do even better than I did. But this cape is really good. So I really like it. And of course at the inside, I've already told you it's a bright and shiny focus there, bright and shiny gold color. Really cool. So let's get to the portraits. That's what interests you the most probably. So I think that the portraits are really, really well done. So some say this lacks a little bit of expression. I tend to agree. I mean, she's looking very determined, I think. A bit bored maybe. So I think this one could have been done a little bit better somehow. But still I like it pretty much. So it's really well done. I mean, the paint is really, really good. As you can see, the lips are painted very naturally. And the eyes are really well done. With the shading and also the paint here that looks like she's got eyelashes, looking really good. The cowl, sorry, focusing on the head. The cowl is really good as well. It's a little bit elongated, but it's also something which makes sense because she has to put all her hair down there. So I think that's something that doesn't really disturb me, it just makes sense. The hair flows quite nicely, as you can see. Pretty well done, nothing too special. Some good shading in there. I think the flow is nice, so the hair looks overall pretty good. And yeah, so I think she looks really beautiful. So she gives you everything that you would expect from a Batgirl figure from the Arkham Knight game, in my opinion. Well, if I had to rate her in comparison to the other figures of the line, she would probably be on my lower end of favorite figures. I think she's really well done, but I'm not that much connected to her, I have to say. But still, I like her very much, and she is really fitting very well into the whole line. The height difference has been something that collectors didn't like too much. For me, it's nothing that really bothers me. Either you put her a little bit higher, or that's what it's just meant to be, that she's in a corner placed there, and yeah, she matches Nightwing. He's looking to the other side and has a similar pose. So if you have the whole Bat family together, you can make a really nice display. Alright guys, I will change her arms and her portrait, and then I will show you another constellation here for Batgirl. Alright, so here we are back with her second portrait and her two other hand options. For the regular version, the right arm, as you see, is now placed here on her hip, and her left arm is not hanging there relaxed, but it's also relaxed, but it's holding a mini batarang. So this looks pretty cool, actually. I think this pose is even better than the other one. I mean, you can also pose her, of course, with the batarang and the grappling hook, both, which looks good as well. But I also like this pose quite a lot. So let's check out her portrait. You can see that this is a smirking portrait, which I like more, to be honest, than the other. It has a bit more character, a bit more expression, and also the hair is flowing to one of the sides here to the right. So if you pose the cape like that, then you can really pose her like standing there in the wind, and that looks pretty cool, I have to say. So what I've seen, so let me see whether I can show this to you. Her chin is let me focus here. So her chin area is pretty clean, but the rest of her skin is a bit, sorry, no, here we go. The rest of the skin is a little bit dirty, or maybe tanned by the sun. So that looks interesting. Somehow, that's something that I just realized when I shoot this, or when I checked her out for this video. So she's got a little bit of different skin tone here on the chin area and on the cheeks and the nose. Looks really good. I really like her smirking portrait. It looks really good. You can see that the hair is flowing here pretty nicely to the side. So overall, I would display her with this portrait here over the other. So there's another thing that I didn't do yet because I was too afraid to do it actually. Here for the cape, this is meant to place a little pin in there. I'll show you the pin here. So that's a little bat pin that apparently should go in there, but you have to really pierce it through the cape. So I really don't understand why they just didn't include a hole in there in the cape where you can place it in. Instead you have to really pierce through the cape, and it's a little bit delicate on top there, so I didn't want to do it really. So just left that out. So, and I want to show you now the super amazing exclusive. No, I'm just kidding. She's got really the probably lamest exclusive of all statues that I've ever seen. But anyway, I want to show it to you so that you get the full picture what you get with the exclusive version. So now we are back here with the exclusive. Can you see it? Can you see it? It's all the same, right? No, it isn't. So she's holding now a full batarang in her left hand. That's the one that also comes with the Arkham Knight Batman. So it's nice, it's pretty cool, but I mean, you have the mini batarang which matches Batgirl, that's her weapon, so why should she hold a full batarang in her hand? So maybe she stole it from Batman. That would be a story at least. Anyhow, that's the exclusive. So objectively it looks good. No problems with it, but do you need it? No, not really. So you can easily go with the regular version with her, I would say. Okay, before I close this video out, I would like to show you the constellation with her holding the mini batarang and the grappling gun. And then you've got the full picture and we can close out this video. All right, last session, I promise. So this is the look with the mini batarang and the grappling hook. Looking pretty awesome as well. Sorry, to focus there. Looking pretty awesome as well, I would say. I think I like the pose with the hand on the hips and the mini batarang the most, but this one is definitely cool as well. So very good option. Let me give you a final 360 look of the figure so that you see all sides of her. Here we go. A really nice hair flow, nice cape, pretty decent base. The pose is good. The custom is really nice, and I think overall it's a very solid figure. I would give her a, let's say, 8 out of 10. The concept is very good. The game design has been perfectly matched. Execution is super good, as you expect from Prime 1. They always, or normally always, deliver what they promise. It's just not my favorite character, to be honest. That's why she's only getting an 8 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, then please give it a like down below, and please comment and also subscribe to my channel. I will bring a lot of further video content to you within the next days, weeks, and hopefully month about statue collecting. Bye bye and have a good day. See you soon.